Hello, everyone. So for my mini lesson plan, while we're on the subject of phonological awareness, I have chosen to focus on kindergarten, but this could also work for first grade. I have chose to um, do something that is similar to Heggerty, but just has a different ending. So the environment that this will be set in as this is something similar that I did in the classroom I was student teaching in. So what we'll do is we will tell students, okay, it's Haggerty time, it's spelling time. And so everyone will know automatically they go to the carpet, they go to the spots on their carpet. Um, and the teacher usually sitting with them and they will basically go through, it looks like this. Um, and we go through all of these and they have one for each week. And I think this is very helpful because this helps students with rhyming as well as specifically, I think that it helps with students that are English learners or have trouble with speech because what we do is this is a um we do this as a class. So essentially, what's happening is I'm going to read this aloud, and the students in immediate we get immediate feedback because we can see, the teacher sitting there, we can see all the students, and you can kind of see which ones are like a bit confused or which ones are not participating or which ones who are just kind of zoned out when it comes to this. So this is a good way to get like immediate feedback. And what I like to do for my English learners or my students that struggle a bit with this is if they're struggling or if they're off task, I just like to ask them to stop and do it with me, not to embarrass them or anything, but it helps, especially when you have your peers around you kind of motivating you. And if they hear their peers answer, it also helps. So that's a good way to motivate those students. And typically at the end of this, what I like to do is pick out a Heggerty hero. This is also something I learned from my mentor teacher to pick out a Heggerty hero, and they really do look forward to that. So they especially look forward to that, and I feel like that motivates them in a way. So for the rhyme recognition, I will say two words. You will say the words back to me. Show me thumbs up if the words rhyme and thumbs down if they don't rhyme. So what we would do, and this is more so a very quick way to get students to learn, and they get really excited about doing this. So it's a nice lesson plan, and it's a daily thing. So I just thought this would be a good example since we are doing phonological awareness. So I would say sad, mad. Students would either do a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And what I like to do also is if students are getting a thumbs down, um, I don't ignore it and keep going. I ask the student to elaborate why they think that that was the answer, as well as maybe getting a peer to help out or seeing if it clicks automatically when they see that, maybe others are not getting that or getting a different answer, or the majority is getting a different answer. So then I would say boot pig, they would be thumbs down, run fun, they would be thumbs up, pin and leap, they would be thumbs down, rip and bag, they would be thumbs down as well. So this is another good one. So we are listening for the first sound we hear in a word. So this allows students that struggle with um there are letter sounds in the beginnings of the word, so you don't want to say the letter name, but you want to say the sound. So I will say bake, and then they'll say bake back. So it'll be bake, bake, b. And then hope, they would say hope back. Huh. I would say cane, they would say cane back. I would say dent, they would say dent back. I would say jump, they would say jump back. And then, so for the blending syllables, I would say 2 or 3 syllables, and then we're going to blend them together. So then I would be say choppers ready, then they would say choppers ready. So we would start off, I would say napkin, and then students would say napkin, napkin. So this is like a quick thing. Then they would do sandwich, sandwich, plastic, plastic, contest, contest, picnic, picnic, velvet, velvet. So I would do the opposite so the students can mirror it and see it correctly. But they like doing the choppers ready too, and the next one too, they like doing the punch it out as well. So for this, we're looking for that final sound. So I would say duck, then they would say it back. So duck. So they're going to go across and up, like they're punching out that last sound. So and when they punch it out, it allows them to remember it and helps with their ending sounds and putting words and putting letters together in sounds, I mean. So it'd be duck, rope. And then again, I'd be looking for students that are maybe struggling with this or not following along and just ask them separately if they needed help or how, or I would help them obviously. And then huge, neat. So we're always punching out that last sound. Froze, pace. And then the next one is segmenting it into syllables. So then you're gonna say it's kind of like the opposite of the choppers ready. So it would be I would say choppers ready. Students would say choppers ready so that they let me know that they're ready to go. Um So like I said, this is kind of the opposite. So we're segmenting it into the syllables. So I'll give them the word, I would say super, and then they would say super, super, super. And then I would say recess, and then they would say recess, recess. And then I would say studio, studio, studio. And then I would say captivate, captivate. Mistaken, mistaken, mistaken. Memorize, memorize. So, and then adding the final syllables, what I would do for this one is kind of put both palms out and then push them together. So, what I would do is I would say, obviously it would be opposite, but I would say B, add four, B4. And then I would say B, add side, B side. I would say B, add low, B low. I would say B, add gin, begin. I would say B, add neath, beneath. I would say B, add hind, behind. And then so deleting the final syllables. So we're going to be taking it away. So I would say do the same thing with the open palms. And we're going to say the entire word together and just take it out. So I would say before, take away four. What's left is B. I would say beside, take away side. What do we have left? B. And then we have the word below, take away low. What we have left is be. We have the word begin, take away again. What's left is be. We have the word beneath, take away neath. The word we have left is be. Then we have behind, take away hind. What we have left is be. And then for this one, we're going to be substituting the initial syllables. So what we're doing is keeping that ending sound, and we're going to change a syllable similar to what we did before. So this one I actually have not done before. So we would say tallest, change tall to big, biggest. Biggest, change big to high, highest. Then we say bravest, change brave to bright, brightest. Sorry, these are a bit mixed up. Then I would say highest, change high. Yep, these are kind of backwards. So I'd say brightest, change bright to tall, tallest. And again, I'm always looking for the students that are doing the hand motions, very eager to learn. Those are usually the Haggerty heroes, also the ones that may help out friends that need help. And like I said, students really do look forward to becoming the Haggerty hero because they automatically can move their clip in the classroom. And they usually get like a trip to the candy jar, things like that. And it just really does motivate them. So something that I would do again for my ELs or my students that have a bit of trouble with speech, which is fine. I would just make sure, not necessarily watch them extra, but if I notice they are needing a bit extra help, I'll make a mental note of that. And even if I'm kind of saying, okay, friend, let's go over this together. And they're just kind of like they're doing it with me, but they're not, I can tell they're not understanding it, and I'll make a mental note of that. But this is, I mean, this helps with ELs a lot. And then I would do an exit ticket for this. Um, what I would do for this is so for my exit ticket, I would do this worksheet to ensure students um understand kind of the spelling for the day, and obviously I would have it a bit more correlated um to what the specific words were and things like that. But especially if this is kind of in the beginning of the year, I feel like this would be something good for students just to go over. I would pass this out, and this is something we would do as a class as just for a completion. So what I would do is I would just go over this with them, and I would obviously ask students to raise their hands, and I'd probably get them to come up to the board to do this themselves. So I'd get 2, 3, 5 volunteers to do it. So I would start off, astronaut would go to sorry. So I would make sure that students can hear and understand that beginning word because we are trying to get the beginning word. So astronaut, igloo, elephant, umbrella, our first sound is ostrich, So I would just have them, this would be just kind of checked for completion. Um, just to make sure that they can kind of understand these beginning sound letters. So yeah, that's what I would do for that.